Hello, fair listener. Welcome and thank you for following our journey on metagaming by Rum Propelled Gaming. Fair warning, sometimes we are not safe for work, and others not safe for real life. Journey forth at your own risk. Now let's dive right back into Tarath through the campaign Many Polos.
Fucking Craig.
My lord.
Fucking Craig.
The hand of fate tosses, the dice rolls, spins, turns. The campaign starts and ends, leaving memories that become stories. Stories flow out into the infinite sea, painting it with legends. Legends wash up on the shores throughout the infinite sea, fading to myth until myths are forgotten. And the campaign that gave it birth comes again and again. The hand of fate tosses the dice, rolls, spins, turns. Hitherto, we left our adventurers, known as the Shadow Seekers, on the 4th level of hell, Greed. After vanquishing few of Kai Shen's guards in his church after having blown up one of his villages of goblins, or towns, actually.
Allegedly.
And, yep. During that explosion, Ash and Ezra, Ezra summons inadvertently stopping the magma that Kai Shen said needed to be stopped, but also summons a giant elemental who Ash bargains with for her next level to escape his purging of the area, which they both agree, and Ash is put into a safe orifice while he does the purging. On the other side, after making it to the other side of the ride, inside of the elemental, Ogramach makes himself known and reminds Ash of the devotion that he asked for before going on his way and leaving the rest of the Shadow Seekers on a barren cliff with metal doors that they proceed to investigate, finding one that is to their liking, besides ignoring some of Kai Shen's advice through his pimp preacher that Ezra continues to threaten to eat. But they don't trust him, so take another door, and using Ezra's strength, burst through it. On the other side of the door, Warren and Faust join the party while everyone else is walking down the metal hallway, and Vomaira, during this, realizes as well that there is a trap glyph that has been triggered and been going off silently. So they hurry quickly to the next door where it's locked, and Faust Odom's open sesames at the doors with a boisterous knock. And then Ash realizes a push and not a pull before they get to the other side and are faced with the church that I mentioned before. After their battles there, Kai Shen launches into his bargaining phase again with them to give them a history lesson on how he found himself there. He gives Ezra a vision of himself, which is just a brain in a giant vat, and alerts them that there are many followers, or rather guards, that are posted in his prison that is actually an astral ship, and there are some 100 to 300 crew on board that the Shadow Seekers then proceed to make a plan to try and take over the ship. Kai Shen agrees to help them too, leaving the front door open and the pathway there as open as he could, but he has no control on the inside of the ship, which is, again, as they go to the doorway, they realize lead-lined. So the Shadow Seekers release Franklin and his swarm into the tunnel to scout ahead, during which Aganon appears and Regina does as well, where they then start greeting each other. Franklin is severed from his swarm. As they're looking and scouting ahead, he realizes that they must have all died because he doesn't have any more contact with them. And the Shadow Seekers attempt to sneak in after the swarm, but are quickly set upon by the alerted guards, and a battle rages on, during which Ash and Regina pop out of existence, Ime and Faust pop into existence, and now we're back to Regina popping out of existence, Mime popping out of existence, and Ash popping back into existence in the middle of this fight. Which pretty much. The battle still rages on.
Are we ripping time every time we do this?
No, you actually have. So this is something that I probably could have gone on with too, and probably should have said, since you guys remember where you guys had left off. For those of that were sitting at the chairs at the end of your rhythmic veracity, I think I've come up with another thing to add to it, which is that as you're popping back into existence, Ash, you have this sense. You no longer just have this sense from not existing. It's almost as if you were floating in an emptyless void during this time as Ash. And it seems like time has passed, a long time, although you don't feel yourself aging. You just had time to think about things. And it's probably about, when was the last time? So, like, 2 weeks that you were in this void. Just, you didn't need air, you didn't need food. You're just thinking. And had
Just either a nice nap or a long meditation.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep, pretty much.
Nice.
So, but you're coming back into realizing that you're standing still behind Ezra, which is the last thing you do remember, as he was being set upon by some of the aforementioned prison guards that were these yellow-skinned Gith that, as well as some of their clockworks spiders that were attacking you and your compatriots. But now both of the clockwork spiders are down, which you're standing on top of one of their corpses, right behind Ezra, and there is a wall of fire in front of you and him.
I think you need to switch the map.
Yeah, I just see black right now.
I'm still with the turducken.
Turducken for life. Never leave. Never forget the turducken. Thank you for running that, by the way. Gave me a great opportunity.
Was there a turducken in this Thanksgiving one shot?
Oh,
There was. My
There was.
my release.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, you consider that one.
I don't even know where to begin, to be honest with you.
No, yeah, I get it. They're growing. They're out there.
And there's
Doing their own thing.
like thousands of them.
Uh-huh.
Oh no. Is there a turkey swarm now?
No, Josh clarified in the one shot that it happened on Tarath in some undisclosed, unimportant corner of the world. And as soon as I knew that, I released like half the swarm that's living in the pocket rocket to just be free.
Imagining that as like an animation of just a turtle with a pocket and then a bunch of just like giant crickets flying out of it and just spreading out into the world. Seems like the beginning to a movie.
Yeah, it's very Disney.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you missed out on seeing my monkey NPC for that one. It was fun.
That was fun.
He was the gunslinger I was playing.
No.
But yeah, so it looks like Ezra, you're at the top of the order. Ash, it somehow managed to maintain the 20 that you rolled somehow last time at coming second in the order right now.
Nice.
Um, uh,
Uh,
even though you stopped existing,
for some
Okay.
reason, my
unless you want to
vision is,
re-roll
is
that.
kind of messed up.
Let me
'Cause I
see.
was able to see. I was
Oh
able to
no,
see. Yeah.
your vision's messed up because there's a firewall in front of you. And before
Ah. Okay.
I was realizing that you guys could theoretically like see through it because it would be shifting flames. So I just didn't do anything about it. But I assumed this is a solid wall to not let enemies through. So I think I decided backwards and yeah, drew a wall there. That's why you can't see anything.
Okay.
Yes, there was a fire.
Are the enemies still standing where they were?
More or less, they're on the
Outstanding.
other side of the wall. Pretty much all at this point are all on the other side of the wall.
It looks like
Don't
there's still one
forget,
enemy alive behind us.
What? Maybe.
don't forget your Hellfire brick and your ring, Ezra.
Yep. Oh yeah. I take 1/4 of any fire damage.
Yeah.
It's so
And this
awesome.
side of the wall, for those that are just joining too, and as a reminder, I guess, this side of the wall doesn't seem to be producing any heat. I.e., that means that the side of the wall, if you're standing on it, doesn't do any damage, if I recall correctly, right, Jacob? Or
Correct.
Faust.
Yeah,
That's sick.
correct.
There is one enemy on this side of the wall. Yeah, it realized that it was you created the wall down where it was, and it was like in the middle of the wall, so it realized going through it was the best option for it. So yeah, but it is Ezra's turn with Ash on deck and a little duckling to
All
follow.
right.
I think I got Faust.
So one, he sees the his favorite person pop back to existence. Treats. Ash. And
Are
then
you in your wolf form or your bipedal form?
I'm in my full bipedal werewolf form. Yeah.
Okay.
He's in big angry mode. He's in big angry mode. Okay, so you blocked those guys off for me. The guy that teleported, oh, through the flames. How does he look? How does he look?
The guy that
Um,
teleported through the flames.
Yeah, how's that guy
I
look?
remember.
I gotta remember which one he is in this list. Is what I mean.
There's so many
I think
dead
he's
guys over
this
here.
one. Yeah, and my list is literally just like if C D E. I
This
think
is
it's this
Bob.
one. He's looking worse for the wear. Probably got a little couple burn scorch marks on him, but he looks like he's breathing steadily.
So far. Ezra's going to move to that guy, and I'm going to attempt to eat him, or hurt him, or both. Probably
Okay.
both. All right. I'm gonna hit some people today. Oh yeah, gonna hit some people. I just gotta get to my hitting page. All right. It says hit them really hard. How does 26 feel?
That feels pretty solid to me.
I'm glad you feel solid with that. Thirteen, and uh, 13 and 4 is 17.
17.
And that is acid. That is, he's getting hit with.
Okay. He takes it and grunts as you're slamming your body into him. Presumably, as how you're attacking and biting and scratching as per
Oh, yeah.
usual.
Oh, yeah. And then here is
You get-
my...
Through his. Go ahead. I was just going to describe more and say that you get through
Oh,
the
yes.
bits of armor around him and in between it, and guys see blood coming out and reveal it's in between the slits of armor.
Yummy. And we hit him again. So close. 23.
23 will hit.
I know the dice was like teetering on the crit. I was like, come on, just tilt a little more. All right, that'll be 27.
Oh. Jeez. You want to tell me how you kill this guy?
I basically my claws rend into him like fully like basically tackle him into the wall, fingers digging straight into his armor, and you hear the acidic acid burn through and like kind of like push into his rib cage, and then my maw just sinks down and finds that fleshy part right between his breastplate and helm area, right onto his neck, and just rip it out. Emotional that. And that is all of Ezra's turn.
All right. Then it would be Ash's turn. Also, is it at the beginning or the end of their turn, Faust, for that fire damage? I was just thinking ahead here.
End of their turn.
Okay.
So which one was he attacking just a minute ago?
So you seen him. I'm assuming you went back to. You're
Yep.
getting back over to here.
Oh, there's the
This
ducky.
one here. Yeah. Oh, that was the wrong thing, but you get the point. So you see where he moved off to, character token wise. Ash.
Yeah. So that guy's down.
I was trying to.
So from where I'm standing, I don't see any more alive and moving enemies.
Correct. There's a very large wall of fire in front of you, directly to the east and south. Basically, that whole direction is fire.
And I only see Ezra here with me.
At this moment, yes, where you're standing,
Ezra's
Yeah.
pretty jacked up right now.
you see that the as for
Oh,
one, Ezra
like-
is bleeding pretty good. Yeah, got a good bit of cuts, and he kind of looks a little browbeaten as well. But also there is a corner here that you remember coming back through, that doesn't have flames coming from it currently.
Okay.
A couple.
So I'm gonna walk over to Ezra. And I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on him
Yay!
as a level 3 spell. That'll be 21 to heal.
21 to heal.
Yeah, and I ask you, I'm like, are you feeling any better? Did that help?
Make me feel way better.
And then I also pull out a piece of teriyaki jerky to hand to him,
And he takes it graciously.
which this teriyaki jerky will heal you for 2d6, which gives you another 9. So all 2d6 plus 6.
It's a classic spell,
Oh.
good jerky.
So
Another 9 points.
Nine, 6, 15.
And after I do that, I'm going to notice the job.
Which is the perfect time because it is also the duck's turn.
So what's happening? Hello, all.
You
Ezra got
Oh.
healed.
didn't miss too much. Ezra came flying back around the corner here, took out one of these guys that is now down and completely no longer even twitching anymore. As you see and hear, another compatriot here bend down to heal him. It looks like, and give him some jerky. But
Oh, how badly
probably
does
the
he look
first
hurt?
thing. Pretty bad.
On a
I'd say.
On a scale of 196, I'm a 124.
So you're doing
Oh.
much better now.
I'm doing much better now.
Okay. And where are the enemies? I see a lot of red X's. Good job, guys.
Soon to be dead.
You don't see any actually from this vantage. You do see a continual wall of fire that is being held up here. So to the east and south is pretty much fire.
Okay. So in a rare moment of clarity, Aganon kind of feels a little bit more like himself and emboldened by the recent fight that we won. He's super mad that his doggo friend is injured. He's gonna let out a very vicious quack, kind of flap his wings and take a couple stomps forward, and peek around the corner, kind of like by Ezra's body, but to get a look-see down there. And then make a saving throw to try to be useful again. Character sheet. And you said it was a wisdom saving throw?
I believe so.
Okay. 17.
Still a duck. Just so that you know, because the idea is a bit of a metagaming in
Oh
mind there, but
yeah.
it's
I'm
it's
enjoying this as a person. Aganon is
Oh,
not as a
no.
character.
That's good. Oh, I was going to say though, you're aiming for 20, just for your reference. That's all I was
okay.
going to add in.
Okay. He's just gonna kind of fluff his feathers and puff up and try to look big. And he's technically using Ezra's body as cover, but he's no longer hiding. But Ezra is between him and fire and enemies. Because he's just a small little duck. So
What is it with the aim and pull trick?
Oh,
It would if that was all you're doing with your turn.
What
there,
can I do?
Bonus
Oh, wait.
action. You can still have all your stuff, but you're just in a form of a duck.
But I can't shoot my bow.
Yeah, that'd be kind of funny.
I have a cantrip, but it's a touch cantrip, and that duck ain't waddling his little butt anywhere near an enemy that could instantly KO him.
this is your chance to turn into one of those creatures from the animal version of Robin Hood from Disney.
I've never seen
Yes.
Yeah, you could try to fire a bow.
Let's just say he pulls a little arrow out of his magical invisible backpack somewhere on his person. That's because that's what I can do, right? I have all my items on me.
Mhm.
Okay, and he's just kind of like brandishing it in his beak, feeling very frustrated. And I think you sent me stats. Let me go back in the chat
the duck?
and look. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it in
it's the
general chat?
general.
Okay. Scrolling up. Duck
There it
small.
is.
Found it.
Yep. Yeah, you could always.
He understands but can't
bite,
speak.
too.
That would involve me. I would need to get within melee range, and I have 8 hit points.
Right.
So no, he's not going to do that. He's just going to think he's all big and with the little Napoleon syndrome over there and wave his arrow in the air. He's like shakes his head,
All right.
brandishing the arrow.
Then I'm guessing we're moving on here. to camera shifts over to Franklin's view for a second there as the thing that were you riding this one too?
I scooted behind it.
Okay. I couldn't remember if
I
you were
have
riding
yet
it or
to
not.
I've yet to get onto it yet. But I know
Okay.
your weakness.
It it turns to you. It's been facing you probably the whole time.
It takes
But then
damage.
it's oh yeah. How much?
It takes 5 points of
Takes
poison damage
5.
because it's within 5 feet of me. If you haven't marked that it's frightened, it's going to take an additional number of damage.
I don't think this one did get frightened. Forget how
No, we
you
just
did.
started kicking the shit out of it.
Yeah, the other one was frightened.
Oh.
I don't know how that
Yeah.
got frightened. Is what I was getting at either.
When
too.
I hit things, I make them frightened. It's a great
Oh,
combo.
I see. I see. Well, those were rolled, I think. Oh, that just sent it a bunch of times in chat. That's great. That's not what I wanted at all. I want to do this. 1, 2. 1, 2, 5. Charisma saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. And Constitution saving throw.
Wisdom and con.
Charisma is the first one.
Oh, so 3 of them
Charisma.
total?
Yep.
Okay. You picked all my good ones.
I didn't pick it. The dice picked them.
Thank you, dice. 32. Charisma.
Jesus Christ. You're good?
Yeah, fuck you, dice. Oh, 15 for wisdom.
1 second here. On a failed save, the target has disadvantage. So, okay, no, you succeeded. You're good. What was it? The 15? You're good on this one too, I think.
Yeah.
This one always throws me because there's usually like if you fail, this happens. If you succeed, this happens. There's
Yep.
just if you fail. So I think you're good
That's
so
nice.
far.
Alright, and then con is another good one. 23.
Yep, that's a success as well.
I'm a tank. I'm a big old tank.
You just kind of those all seem to be happening like without his control almost because it's all of his tentacles that are flailing of their own accord around him. It almost looks like, and the mouth opens up, and you hear resonating out of it like of a familiar voice, Kai Shen going, "You do recall that you could ask for a parlay from one of the Gith, right? That's what I was telling you could do."
I continue stabbing this thing. Fuck you! I'm not gonna do what you tell me.
That song just starts to play in the background.
Continue to play, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I asked Craig for it last time.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was its turn. The free speech action. And then there's some stuff that happens that you guys probably can't see. Probably up into there. And then it would be Faust's turn.
Can't see shit.
Go fast. Your birthday.
The wall is not supposed to be opaque, I don't think, but you know. I guess I also don't know if it's opaque or not. Let's see here.
Yeah, if
Duck in front of me.
Can be opaque.
is that part
So
of its
says the
verbiage
thing.
there? I'm missing
Create a
that
wall with a solid surface. You can make up to 60 feet. The wall is opaque and it lasts for the duration. So it is
My apologies.
opaque.
So
Nope,
so that
you
was.
got it right.
Oh, I get that confused. Opaque is the one that you can't see through. Then.
Correct.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I don't know where these fuckers are anymore. Cool.
Are you
Anybody
saying
got
that out loud?
eyes?
'Cause that way. And Ezra points towards the fire that he came from. That way.
Stand here. Still don't see anything.
Well, you'd be behind Ezra. He'd be pointing behind himself.
That's general direction.
Yes.
Let's just make that general direction not there anymore. Where is it? There is fireball. There is fireball. Throw a fireball behind Ezra.
Behind him, isn't there just a wall right there?
Yeah, we're just gonna launch it like. Let's see here. Right.
Bruh.
Are you back there?
You don't know.
I don't. I don't know how to like mark it.
Okay.
Okay.
Where that
I
orange
saw a
ping was?
mark.
Yeah, that's about where I'm aiming.
Okay.
Scared me.
I don't. He just pointed behind him.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
just.
I
Gonna
know that
collapse
there's.
the tunnel.
I mean, Ezra knows that there are bad guys on the other side of that firewall behind him.
Good use of resources. Anybody within that 20 feet of that, screw them.
Let me.
Right there, right?
It was right here.
Faust, you're a smart person. Yes, we need you. We need you. We need you this session.
Yeah, that's about where I'm aiming. You know what? I
Ezra
can't even see the
thinks-
grid, so I'm just kind of like here-ish, 20 feet from here.
Geez, 20 feet's a good ways.
Yeah,
Need
it's
to
20
recenter
foot
it,
burst.
but
It's like 4 tiles.
Ezra thinks. Ezra
Ah.
think about food. Ezra think about sleep. About food.
Hmm. Franklin
And,
thinks of vengeance.
If I hit anything, cool. If I didn't, also cool.
Fine. Yeah, no, you hit a good, you hit some stuff. I'm just
Cool.
you just battle shipping it away over there.
Yep.
And see what these dexterity rolls are.
We're looking at a
Oh,
DC.
he did.
Yeah, DC
Oh, shit.
16 to save.
That's 29, right? Damage
Yeah,
I'm
29
seeing.
damage.
16 is what you said there. Yeah, he did. You can't really describe it because you can't see it, but one of the other.
Blindly throw a fireball through a wall of fire. After being told there are things in that direction.
You hear a Wilhelm scream off in the distance. You're like, got him.
Yeah, Ezra was right for once.
Ezra always right. Ezra's smart.
Arguable.
And okay, that one succeeded. That one that one fail. God damn it. Although, I did say that for these guys. That's funny. Gosh, I wish you guys could see this. Never mind. I think it's then their turn. The ones that are being attacked that can't be seen currently.
Yeah. It's at the end of their turn or the first time they enter to within 10 feet of the wall.
Yeah, there's some corpses that are continuing to burn. You guys do hear, though, a loud kerchunk that seems to resonate throughout the halls, very metallic, and then a bit of a buzzing and whirring of energy. It sounds like before some stomping that sounds through the hallways. That sounds like a machine that's been powered up and is slowly chugging through the hallways as well. You probably notice especially
Good, they've got space marines.
especially Franklin, because there's one that happens to be right in front of you as you're standing right where you're at here. And a door from one side or the other of the wall, or even the ceiling, it seems like they slide into place. It looks like they're closing off some of the hallways, trying to contain the spreading.
The problem.
Yeah.
I get it. It's okay.
And the
We have what we need.
I might see here. I think the other thing that you would notice being where you're at, just fixing up these last things here, is that from the south hallway where you're looking and standing, some of that kerchunk and machinery noises is also, it seems like they come out of the wall almost, but there's these clockwork whirring humanoid shapes that are moving in your direction very slowly. I think they're pretty slow. They've got a normal walking speed, so I guess not that slowly. But it's
Franklin clocks them and then looks around and also sees several barrels of TNT and gets a wicked little grin on his face.
I guess they're gonna take a swing at a cricket because they're in close enough range. Actually, probably one of them would probably suffice for that, so would probably just... Yeah.
Can you describe the kerchunking from the walls a little more? Does it look like
It
there are
sounded
things
like...
in the walls, or is there like machinery and pipes on like mounted to the walls, or is it?
Oh, there's
nothing else?
machinery and pipes mounted to all the walls as you guys have been moving through the corridors. But the particular chunk that you heard is almost as if it was a large piece of machinery being set on the ground, multiples of them, and it's that sound. Just imagine like first thing I can think of is like a mech suit that just slammed onto a hard metal surface and is now walking across it.
Okay, but there's
as
not
a-
like things in the wall, like cavity, like inside the walls.
Not moving. No, the thing that
Okay.
was in the wall cavity that did move was the doors. That
I see. Okay.
you may actually notice one of them up in back the direction you guys came from, even being slid into place. But that it's pretty far away. So
I'd like to look around and see if there are any like ventilation grates in the walls or ceilings.
you may do that on your turn. I will let you know if you remind
Oh,
me to
okay.
roll
Thanks.
that investigation. No worries. Trying to... Okay. The one walks right up to the cricket, I guess, and levels what looks like a type of mechanized crossbow at it with a 24 to hit, I believe that is.
That's gonna hit. Yeah, for sure.
And let me see. Yeah, those 13 damage. Piercing.
It is not dead.
And 2 lancing bolts. Oh, okay. And it double taps for 17 to hit.
That hits.
It's 20 damage.
So 20 plus 13.
Yeah. So 33.
Okay. It is not quite dead, but it's not looking great.
So it just walked up, and then the second one that's walked up the hallway towards you takes aim with the same crossbow looking thing at you. With the 15 to hit. I don't think that does it? No? Hello?
Does not. 15 does not hit.
Okay. And how far are you? I don't think it's like that yet. It's going to try and another one double tap at you as well. This one's not doing as great. That's a 12. So both of the bolts go wide of you.
I show up my butt. Record this.
It makes no sound or has any interest in responding. And get a couple more of these guys. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 25, and 30. So it is fire damage, to be clear, on that wall, right? Because firewall, so I'm just assuming that the first one breaches the wall, one of these clock-working figures, so you guys all see it now. And looks unscathed from the fire. And takes aim right at the person in front, which looks to be between Ezra and Ash. Probably Ezra still being the bigger of the bunch.
Angry. I'm about to say bigger, angrier.
Yeah. 13. If I remember, it doesn't
No.
hit as well. You guys have a +7 to hit too, just so you know. There we go. 24.
Yeah.
And on the hit, okay, you're I'm trying to read how this goes through now too. Okay, so you're gonna want to first off, you're gonna be taking 15 points of piercing damage, and then
Alright, so 7. So mark that
rolling
down. Alright, take my 7.
a
And
dice check for a. I just read it. Damn. I hit.
Dex, strength.
I guess. I was guessing it was Dex, but as I reread it, it's not saying. It just says, and the target is grappled. And then it says, okay, so you're grappled, but on your turn, you can on the escape, that's where the DC comes into play. So because this is a harpoon shot, as you realize as it sinks in, there is a
Oh, it wants to get close to me? Okay.
yeah. And
We can get close.
yeah, it's a m- metal fine metal wire that seems to be attached to the bolt that's getting ready to start hauling you back. You can see it start reeling you in. I'm not sure if this one can get oh yeah, he can totally. So another one, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, you guys can't see that, I guess. And the very last thing to happen before it becomes Franklin's turn here is there's a bit of a crackling, and then then the static sound kind of fizzles away, and over a kind of crappy intercom system, you guys hear like, "Who's attacking the base?" Well, fuck it, doesn't matter. Whoever it is, we're gonna send all 300 of us and all of our fucking equipment against you. If you don't come to talk to me.
Hey, we were told to kill everybody here, so what's your problem?
Are
Doesn't
you
seem like they can-
edible?
It doesn't seem like it can hear you because it doesn't respond to any of those. And it just says, "Oh, I probably should explain where. You are going to want to come to the center room in about 5 minutes. And if I don't hear anything by that time, I'll send a purge through the system."
A purge through the system.
Does that mean we can eat him?
I think
That
I don't
just
know what a
means he
purge through
sends
the.
all 300 of them against us.
Oh, does anybody else have a bomb material?
We'll look around. Maybe. Oh, if we could have a quiet 5-minute reprieve, that would be. Oh, I'm the wrong person. Yeah, Mr. Robot Man, if we could have like 5 minutes convene before we continued killing a bunch of people. We were sent here, the understanding that you were imprisoning Kai Shen and we needed to free him because you're bad people.
It is your turn. You do hear a
I say that.
from I figured as much. That's why I was leaning into that. Yeah, you just hear a bunch of robot-y noises that don't make any sense.
Don't speak robot. Talking to the guy in the sky. Okay, well.
Oh, in that case, then from the thing that you're trying to bludgeon to death, its mouth still hanging open, it responds with, "Oh, well, that's not good. Pretty sure that means they're just going to remove all of the air and flood it with electrified water in this area. That's probably not good."
Man. Sounds fine for me. Alright, hey, Mr. Guy in the sky, Mr. Guy on the intercom, can we have like a half hour to discuss?
Kai-Shen kind of laughs from the inside of this tentacle-eyed monster and goes, "Well, I don't think I could negotiate that for you without giving away that you're on my side. So they can't hear you."
Oh. I figured they had like some sort of like listening device in the room.
Not in this space. They have something that you can activate, kind of like a mic in the center room.
Yeah, I don't really trust that. So looking at these robot guys, do they currently seem hostile post that message?
Yes, they still seem like they're set in their instructions to apparently rig the system.
Alright, what to do? Need to get to my allies.
Do these creatures count as aberrations?
No.
Never mind.
Yeah, it's like a different race.
'Kay.
They're considered constructs.
Shoot. So I'm trying to decide if I continue fighting this thing, which I still don't trust this Shen. I feel like we should kill him. I also want to get to my allies. So I will shift around to here. Then I will touch this creature and hold hands with both Ferdinand, each of these guys. This one's going to quickly run and grab this box of TNT, and this one's going to run and grab this box of gold. Come back to me. Then they're going to touch me, and then I'm going to use my action to use the poop symbol to poof into the pocket rocket real quick. I want to see if I can break whatever psychic link this thing has with its master.
Oh, so you're gonna try and hold
also
on
rob
to it
them.
and bring it back into the pocket rocket. I see.
Mhm. I guess I'll only bring one of them, because the other one will be on hand to pick the pocket rocket back up and then go further back into the room.
Okay. Trying to. I don't think. I think it's just lead, right? That does that. You're inside the pocket rocket, but that's fuck me.
Well, so it's two things.
Adamantine?
So it's
Adamantine?
you're talking about what separates off like mental connection. Number one, it's
Yeah,
a demiplane. So anything, it's already a different plane of existence.
right.
In and
Yeah,
of
we're not.
itself,
You're not.
it's its own separate plane. I think, right?
Guess that could.
Because like a magnificent mansion is a demiplane, and that's kind of what this is. But then
Yeah,
also,
no, I would agree. I would agree with you on that side of things. I was just wondering because I kind of logicked my way through it too. Was of like a plane for our intents and purposes.
right?
It is any subdivision of space, like one that's larger than it should be, bigger than it should be, because it's borrowing space from another dimension. But yeah. Anyways, and
Okay,
the psychic
understand.
thing though is what I was trying to. The psychic thing
Mm.
was more the thing that I was trying to figure out is like a
So
psychic link.
if you're thinking of like the ruling for lead, like a lead line stuff, lead is the easiest way to do it. It can also be done with like 5 feet of dirt or 1 foot of stone.
Okay, so then
Like
yes,
anything like that.
it would break it. It would break it even in
Great.
that case too. So
Great. I'm gonna try to subdue this thing. Or next turn.
yeah, so you guys are all in the pocket rocket. Do you want me to actually bring you there to play that out?
No.
Because I
I
think
mean,
that would make
I
sense.
used my action, so I don't know what else I can do this turn.
All right.
Except I'll call out for Amos. Amos, ready the swarms,
All right, boss.
and bring me Griselda's blood.
Oh,
On it. On it. Okay. So
That's it.
you're inside the pocket rocket. I can figure that out while we're doing the rest
One
of the
of
things here.
one of the crickets was left outside, so only me and one cricket went in. The other cricket would have picked the pocket rocket up and fled towards the party.
So when you say 1 and 1, are you talking about the one that isn't near the other people?
Yeah,
The
that
other,
one's the sacrificial lamb. Then I brought one of them with me, stealing this box of gold, and then the other one stayed to pick up the pocket rocket and flee.
I got you now.
And that's my turn.
And it's gonna move.
And it has a 70-foot flying jump.
So over into this corner, you said, right?
Yeah, it's trying to get itself away from the machine mans and not get into danger from other stuff. It's trying to reconnect with the party.
It is your turn, Ezra, with Ash on deck.
This thing just connected a string to him and Ezra. Ezra's gonna take his one hand and kind of wrap around that little line that's connected to him, and he's gonna use that to for his movement to pull and just jump and just jump down on this thing and start waylaying the crap out of it.
Okay.
No.
You could roll me an acrobatics if you're jumping.
Oh, I can do that. And it is. Where's my little. And it's dex related, so I can do that. 20.
Oh, nice. You land exactly how you're envisioning, if you want to tell us.
So yeah, Ezra wraps around the string, pulls him, jumps, pulls at the same time, and then comes in like Superman smashing his claws into the robot. Or the metal clunky thing that's making noise. Because Ezra's never seen a robot. Alright, and it's time. No, I want to hit the button. With a 27 to hit him.
That'll hit.
And then for my hand. So that is a total of 10 slashing and 16 acid. I don't know what their resistances are, but if they're anything like what Ezra fought in the church, he's thinking, this thing is clunky. Maybe it also doesn't like my hissy fingers.
What was it again? I'm sorry, on the damage.
16 acid and 10 slashing.
20. It does seem to eat away at some of its bits in between, and you're still gouging it through it as well. So you're guessing it's not unbreakable metal. It's pretty sturdy.
It's broken. Ezra's happy. Keep hitting it. 24.
Oh yeah.
$25 acid and 8 slashing.
It's looking mighty worse for the wear that you've slammed through a goodly chunk of its bits.
And I will use the bonus action of be at disadvantage, but try to hit him again. So roll twice, whichever's the lowest. Alright. 13. So 13 to hit him.
That does not hit.
That doesn't hit? Okay. That is Ezra's turn. Is it
All
still
right.
on its feet? Is it still on its feet after I, basically pounced on it and started waylaying it?
You succeeded on that athletics check. What's the
Yes.
dexterity?
It'll be
For
contested.
a-
It's contested athletics, acrobatics, whichever it's its favored one to use.
It got a 7, so it fell over. It's prone now. As you jumped onto it.
Yeah. Dog pile.
All right. Does have a little bit of flames that were licking it, but it doesn't seem to affect you on this side of the wall. And it is Ash's turn with Aganon the duckling on deck.
So Ezra is attacking. Ezra is attacking one of the constructs that's in the wall of fire right now.
Yep, which the fire doesn't seem to be affecting it.
The construct?
Yep.
And is Ezra on top of it?
Yep.
Meaning it's prone.
Also, it is laying on the ground and you are standing on top of it.
Correct.
Yes.
And you said this side of the wall of fire doesn't hurt us?
Yep.
So I'm going to approach. Ow. I'm going to approach and just kind of like lean down and use acid splash. But instead of throwing it, I'm just going to press the bubble of acid into the creature, the construct.
Does it have a radius, or is it just the ball?
It's a ranged attack.
Yeah, it says you hurl a bubble of acid. Choose one or two creatures you can see within range. If you choose two, they must be within 5 feet of each other. Succeed on dexterity saving throw, or take 1d6 acid damage. Well, now it's up to 4d6. Yeah, it doesn't have a radius. It just has a range of 60 feet, but since I'm not throwing it, and I figured just pressing it into him, I was trying to do this to not hit Ezra with acid.
Yeah, I get it. And I I think that it would work. The normal thing that I think would happen in that case, which is something we were talking about last time. I can't remember if we decided to add it or not, but it wouldn't happen even in this case because they're prone already. Until we come around back to it, but because it's prone, nothing else would happen, and I think you'd just be able to succeed at summoning it and pressing it into its face, basically.
Oh yeah. Because basically, if it's a ranged attack, you're doing within 5 feet. It's considered disadvantage, but she has advantage because it's prone. So
Prone,
technically,
exactly.
it would be a normal attack. It's just a normal attack on it.
Yeah, and I also deal 4d6 damage now, which was only 11.
Sad. Yeah, there were 3 2s. Oh man.
Awesome.
Yeah, so Range spell attacks too. Remind me on that. With the, you're saying that it's a regular attack, so it would be like an unarmed strike. That sound right?
Yeah. Well, so basically, ranged attack within 5 feet is considered at disadvantage, but because it's prone, you get advantage. So basically, one will cancel out the other, so it'll be a normal attack.
Yeah, but what is it that she's rolling with advantage or disadvantage on?
The
That's what I'm
the
asking.
attack, the attack
Attack
itself. So
roll.
the attack roll.
Which it doesn't. It didn't roll through. It just says a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
Yeah,
then
it
it
just says
doesn't
they have to
matter.
make. Yeah,
Oh, well, then
I
the
don't have a
creature.
roll for attack for acid
None
flesh.
of this matters. Yeah,
Oh,
it's just a
well,
save. There's no disadvantage, advantage, anything.
no, there is. So since the creature is prone and on the ground, they have
Okay.
disadvantage on it.
Correct. Somehow they still did a 19. I think that
Oh
beats
damn, damn.
just by
Damn.
one.
Well, shit.
So you go to shove the ball of acid towards it, and it like rearranges its. No, that's too much. It just like shifts its weight under Ezra, and it splashes against the floor. Or is it half damage?
Yeah, it takes
Doesn't
half
give me the
damage.
description. So as it splashes against the
Oh,
floor.
did the
someone
description not go through?
No, I just
Oh,
got
I'm
the.
sorry, I'm running around.
You're all right. I didn't. I could have pulled it up in the meantime too, rather than just asking a bunch of questions. So we'll say.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Okay. There we go.
The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take acid damage.
There we go. Now we're all on the same page. That was your attack. Do you got a bonus action? Or any more movement you want to use?
I kind of want to see what's on the other side of this wall of fire, but I'm afraid to pass through it because I will get hurt upon passing through it, correct?
You can ask the group out loud.
Guys, will I get hurt if I walk through this wall of fire?
Yeah, but if you
fire, what do you think?
you may have a ring of fire resistance that we all got.
Yeah, I do. I do have that.
But yes, walking through fire will hurt you.
Okay, I was just curious because it's not really hurting me right now, and I'm pretty close to it.
I think it's
That's because we're on the happy side.
Yeah, I think at this point I'm just gonna take a step back and hopefully let Ezra take care of the rest of this construct.
Alrighty. So then it would be the duckling Agonon's turn.
Um, just a kind of role-playing request. Can I have this duckling be sky blue in color?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you're Ergonasi originally, so
Yes.
that checks out.
Okay. Does the fire go all the way up to the ceiling?
Yes.
Darn. Okay. Well, he does not want to be a chicken nugget. So I guess
As
he's
much
gonna
as everybody else would enjoy that.
I
He's
mean,
gonna
Ezra would
still like
enjoy a
fly
chicken
up
nugget.
and try to peek over the like tops of the flames, see if he can get a visual.
A 20-foot tall wall. I think it consumes the entire height.
Aw.
Yeah, it does. The ceiling's only like 10 feet up, so it's pressing up against the ceiling and kind of just fanning out. Almost looks like a column of flame from your side or a wall.
Okay.
That's
I'll look around to see if I can find any way to get into the walls or ceiling.
You know what?
yes, that's right.
Should I drop it?
What?
I can drop it as a free action. Should I just drop it?
I mean,
Well, we don't.
the duck's not going to really be able to do anything to help. He just
He
thinks
is
he can.
fleshy on the other side.
Yeah, I don't have answers to that. All right.
Investigation, you said? $14.
So You find some pipes and largely those around you being enclosed, but you kind of remember. I'm just looking back at the map here too for my own reference. Some offshoot branches, the way that you came from, as well as what looked like some sort of service chamber to the north, up this way.
No, yes. Sorry.
Okay. Let's see. My movement as the duck is 15. Oh, fly. I can fly 50 feet. Sweet.
There you go.
Okay. He's gonna fly back up the hall to see if he can get into the wall. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Right, 5.
You get into the room, and with your new vantage point, you notice as well that that square right in front of you, probably.
Oh, I think the
you-
duck was. How do I ping again?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You were back
Yeah, the duck was
like a
there.
square,
Yeah.
probably.
Mhm.
Anyways, you from your new vantage point, being lower to the ground and all, you notice a little bit of a service duct under this set of machinery and equipment that looks like you could squeeze through. And as a reminder for yourself, you can spend your action to dash, which is just moving
I
your
forgot
movement
about
speed
that.
again.
Yes, he'll do that.
Okay.
And can you ping exactly where the little opening is?
It is like under some of these bigger pieces of equipment. Like they almost
Okay,
it
so
almost looks
5,
like
10, 15, and then he can start to go sideways.
Yep.
20, 25. Oh, it's still black. I can't see
Oh,
anything.
you wouldn't. I don't have anything built there. So you're inside the wall at this point,
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes.
Yes. Yes. Good. Okay, what do I see? I still have half my movement left.
Not quite, because you can only move 15 when you're not flying.
I was flying.
It is not big enough for you to fly in this space. Once you get to the wall's edge there, you could probably go. So what you'd seen is like a grate in the floor that was under this machinery that you could squeeze through. Once you squeeze through, lost a feather or two on doing that. Even you're inside of a it's probably about like a foot or less pipe
Okay.
that you're standing in, and it's getting more pitch black the farther you go into it as well.
Do I
with
have?
a
I do have dark vision as a duck.
settles. You do.
I do.
Wow.
Somehow.
So yeah. Besides then the graying of the light as opposed to the complete ebbing of it, then you also are getting a sense of smell that's lingering from it. Not only is it kind of machine and kind of factory-esque, but also this musky kind of fungal undertones.
Ew. Okay. And sorry, how do I ping again?
Hold long click.
So I'm here. That's as far as I can go.
You were there. Right there.
All right, just making sure because I
10,
can't see my
15.
token.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sweet.
I'm surprised.
Okay.
I think you should be able to. Let me see.
I'm pinging
Enable
along.
vision.
Oh,
How's
sweet.
that?
Okay. Yes.
That was probably that. I didn't realize that you couldn't see with that token.
Yeah.
So
Down in the hallway, I couldn't see past here.
probably
As well. I don't know
because
if that was intentional. I assume the wall
that
of
was
fire
that
was
was
right there.
intentional.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
that was intentional, that direction. This direction was not.
Yeah, he's on a mission. He thinks this is a great
Duck,
idea. Yeah.
duck in the wall.
Yeah. He will not make a saving throw to supersize
okay.
again. No. I feel like
Uh,
that would not be good for my health.
right? Wouldn't be very wise for being a wisdom saving throw.
Mhm.
Uh,
And I think that's all I
all
can
right.
do. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna switch the camera lens over to where Franklin is currently because it's the preacher's turn that he teleported inside the pocket rocket. Um,
Free, buddy.
and it blinks its unseeing eye at you, and then its tentacles even all pause and stop as it gets inside of and realizes where it's at and kind of does a look around, of like, whoa. But it isn't quite seeing, and then it just kind of makes this sound of like from its mouth, and then falls to the floor. Doesn't seem to be dead. It just doesn't seem to be like it's got like breathing, but it's not doing anything.
Right. I will turn to one of the scientist bugs next to me and just note, label this one possible Bob host A. Tie it up.
Intriguing. Bob host.
I've got a few options for you, but this is the most on hand.
We're just gonna have a library of possible hosts.
Yes.
Love it. Bob will probably love it too.
Think of me like Noah.
Free snack bar for Ezra.
That is a good question of how they fed the carnivores.
Yeah,
Look
it makes you
directly at the
wonder.
camera. Anyway, that's not my turn. The thing falls over.
Yep. That was pretty much it. Then it would be Faust's turn.
This is the best option.
We still have a Faust. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Ezra, more clankies
I
that
just
way.
see a big clanking thing here. Okay.
Under Ezra, I believe.
And it's
I'm
still
not on
alive?
that map. I was trying to
Functional?
shift. Yep. Wasn't sure which one you were pinging, so where you're pinging rather.
Was that pinging? That was an accident if I was.
No, you said this one, so I assumed there was some pinging that I wasn't seeing.
Don't want to burn any more spell slots if I don't have to just yet. I wish I could move the firewall. Cloud kill sounds pretty nice right about now. Yeah, I'm just going to throw an acid splash at the one I can see under Ezra, I guess. That's a DC 16 dex save on his part.
At disadvantage.
Surprisingly. Oh, right. What? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, okay. That makes sense now. It got a nat 1.
We're just going to take a whopping 7 damage.
See a much smaller ball come out from you and across it.
So do we intend to parlay? Why am I using that accent? That's the wrong accent. Do we intend to parlay?
Why? We winning.
Because there are many more coming, and they are threatening to flood this room. I cannot breathe water, can you?
I swim.
Oh, bless your... Faust isn't southern, but bless your heart.
Wait, we could survive the flooding system inside the pocket rocket, couldn't we? Is it watertight?
I don't even know that we exist on the same plane when we're in that place. I guess I'm done. You know what I should have done instead of casting Acid Splash? I tried to dispel magic on the duck, but you know what? We're here now.
You can't see the duck.
Yeah. Oh,
The duck
shit.
ran off.
The duck is missing.
Oh well.
I knew I should have picked it up.
I'm gonna go. Oh, why is it drawing? How do I undo that?
Are we still in combat?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, I can't undo the drawing I did, but I'm going to move Faust closer to Ezra. It's not letting me grab Ezra. Or grab Faust. What the fuck? There we go. Can't see shit.
The wall is still up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm leaving it up.
Okay. I can, for whatever reason, they don't have like an eraser tool. I can clear
Figure
all
that.
drawings and text, all drawings and text though. But I figured I was leaving the one up at least, especially with the wall that's still being up. So if the wall was going down, I was gonna just clear it all because there is some
I don't know what's on the
lingering.
other side, and frankly, it does too much damage for me to let it go. So it's gonna stay.
Okay. Then
For all I
I
know, there's
believe
there's a Congo line of idiots dying in this long hallway here. So
that would be optimal.
that's what happens when you cast Wall of Fire in Baldur's Gate. Why wouldn't it happen here? I'm done.
Okay. Then it looks like it's the clanky people's turns.
I'm gonna okay for a minute.
Okay. The first one is going to. Oh, they have advantage saves there too. Oh well. Next time. It spends all of its movement or half of its movement to get up. Because you don't have it grappled. I know we
I
were
mean,
talking about
I'm
being on
standing.
top.
I'm standing on top of it, so I would say it'd probably be contested between us. Like I'm standing on top of you.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's going to try to get out from under you. And
Alright.
that's a natural 20.
Alright, come on, Ezra. Let's do something. And since it's a strength related thing, if I can hit the button. 21. Haha.
24.
Stay down.
It did not. It got a 24, and it was natural.
Oh, that's
So it,
ah.
yeah, you're jumping on it and holding onto it, and it just stands up with you still standing on its chest. Like, what? It must have been caught off guard as you had kind of thrown it off balance before, but it seems to kind of resituate the weight. Before, And that was half of its movement to get up. So
Yeah.
it uses the other part of its movement of 15 feet to walk out of the wall with you on it, and then walk back into the wall with you on it. Thus,
Okay.
what's the damage on the wall?
I'll take. Let's see. Hold on. A quarter of that. Whatever that damage
think it's-
is.
I think it's something like a 3d6, I wanted to say. But I know Faust just stepped away, so we can ask him here shortly.
Yeah.
As your eyebrows are raised as you go back through the wall unexpectedly.
Oh, that
while
was
you're on the-
amazing. Just in
While
and
you're on
out,
the-
just a cheese grater.
Yeah. While you're on the other side of the wall, though, for a second. I grabbed the wrong port. Shit. There you go. You can see on the other side of the wall for a second, which there seems to be one other person that's huddling. Actually, there's probably two. Well, one of them is dead. That's right. I gotta put an X on this person. That seems to be standing their ground inside the closed off hallways currently. That's what you see on
Okay.
the other side of the wall before you go back through the firewall.
Ezra's going to do Ezra math. How many Ezras is that between me and that person?
Uh, 5.
Ezra is currently 7 feet tall. How many Ezras are there between it and Ezra?
4. I was just doing
Got
5-foot squares because that's what I got to work with.
Got it. Ezra knows there are 4. It's 4 Ezras away.
And yep, go back on the other side of the wall with it. Go. And it's when another one of its compatriots step into the wall just enough to get their head through and arm through. And see Ash standing right there because you were right next to Ezra too, right, Ash?
I was right next to him, and I took a step back, just 5 feet back, so that he could continue to do whatever he wanted to that thing without me being in the way.
Oh, I see now. Faust somehow stepped in between you and him, though, too, it looks like. So he's kind of leading the way. And with you being on the compatriot chest, it doesn't seem to turn to you, Ezra. It just turns straight to you, Faust, if you're back. I think a 20 would be hitting, if I remember correctly.
It probably
Little
does.
puny wizard boy.
Yeah. And I'm guessing a 19 would then too, which then he is now grappled with a harpoon, and it is going to start reeling him in.
Oh no.
I don't think the magic hurts the caster. He's the one who cast the magic.
It's going to be funny, though, too, because I think he can drop it as a free action, so as he goes back through the wall, I'm guessing that's when he's going to drop it.
It's like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Trying to read this.
Do you make me bleed my own blood?
Okay. Oh, that's a bonus action even too. So yeah, as the bonus action is going to reel him into his grasp, like into the robot's grasp. So yeah, and he's only used 5 of his movement this turn, so he walks back out of the wall with him. Same turn.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm sure Faust would drop it if it knew
Yeah,
it
I'm sure
hurt him.
too. I'm trying to. I'll trying to let him get some time in there. I'll switch over to one of these other guys here for a second. 5, 10, 15.
You're in trouble.
Oh,
Sorry.
you're good.
You're in
It was
danger.
just
Hey
just
Jacob, does
the
your wall hurt you? If it's your wall?
It doesn't hurt me if I'm on the correct side of it.
yeah, you're on the wrong
Okay.
side of it.
Well, then as a free action, I'm going to drop it.
That's what I figured was going to happen. You just witnessed the same thing happen though in a blink of an eye, so it's not really your fault that you couldn't drop it before. But the wall was used to the robot's advantage because it grappled Ezra and went out of the wall and went back in. And it was just about to do the same thing to you, the second robot here. But then it
See.
stops its movement as you drop the wall and just kind of looks at you grappled in front of it. You've got a harpoon in you, is how you're grappled. And I'm guessing
How big was the difference on the AC check on that?
there isn't an AC check for the grapple because it's just whether or not the harpoon hits. And the grapple
Oh.
or the DC is for if you want to escape it on your turn.
No, okay. Well, how big was the AC difference like on its 2 hit?
Oh, it was a 19 to hit you. 19 hit.
19 and a 20 for the 2 hits.
Yeah.
Oh, and it had advantage.
No, those were it fires twice.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Those will hit. My bad. Just wanted to make sure because I have a reaction I can use to protect myself there from that even happening. But okay.
War Wizard.
Okay. Yeah, do you want I mean you can for either of those. Then that's why I was waiting for you to come back, but I figured I'd just roll
Good.
with what I could.
Where is it? Yeah, it won't give me enough of a bonus to get me out. So just go ahead. I could cast shield, but I don't like wasting a spell slot.
Okay. Because that would be, I believe, yeah. So we're talking 33, 32 points of damage.
Maybe I should have cast shield. All right. 33, 32. I was at 51, so 19. 19.
It was
Cool.
30. It was only 33. If you added 32 and 33, that was just me stuttering.
No, yeah, I'm at
32.
19 life.
Okay, just making sure. What's this one for though? I don't remember. Oh, I was adding those two together already. I see. Anyways, then we're gonna go over to this side, and Ash, you see another one come out of the firewall to the south, and try to do just before it closes down. I'm guessing. So it firewall no longer exists. I will fix that. Gotta go to the right layer though. There we go. Delete. And
I can see.
there we go. And it takes aim and fires a bolt at you. Ash. With a 14 to hit. To hit.
Sorry. You said a 14?
Yep.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. The 11, I'm guessing not.
11 does not hit.
Okay. There were 2 shots fired, is what's happening. and the
Oh,
first
sorry, I
one.
only heard the one.
You're all right. That might be just my explanation here too. So the first one with the 14 is 15 damage. I think it was, yeah. Somehow those came through backwards of what I actually rolled them. It's confusing. Yep. 15 damage for that first one, and the second one goes zinging off beside you, and you see that it has a metal wire on it, the one that just missed you, and zings back to the creature into its grasp.
Oh, he was trying to pull
got-
me in. And
Mm-hmm.
you said it was
You do
15
have-
damage for that other one?
having a
Again.
having a dart in you, and then 2 over where Franklin was. Guess the one is going to.
Lee stands his ground
Jeez.
and he
Guessing a
yells,
10 doesn't.
"Freedom!"
I'm guessing a 10 doesn't hit.
No.
And a 27's got a hit.
27 definitely hits, and this thing was on the edge of death, so.
Yeah, it's 19
For the
points of
swarm.
damage.
Yeah, it dies.
Is now one with the swarm.
For the swarm! Buzz.
And they both move inward into the room. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's good enough, actually. And see the one that ran off that way. Let me see actually what their passive is. So I'm guessing were you trying to be sneaky with that one too?
Yeah, he's trying to. He's myself. Feel safe till I can
All
get
right,
back
then
in.
go ahead and roll me a stealth, which is dexterity based. If they don't have
It has a
stealth.
+2.
It can
So
do it.
roll a 1d20. 13 plus 2, 15.
18.
Oof.
It sees your
Oh,
wings
it has a
flutter for.
+4 to stealth.
Oh, okay. So what did
So
you had a
I rolled a 13 plus 4
13,
for
17.
17.
Just
It
one
still
under
sees it.
stealth.
Rip.
Yep. Just barely sees the wings flutter as you land to the ground after landing into
Buzz.
space. You
Buzz.
see it pull its arm up, and there's a bit of a rotation in its shots that are being fired, and a bolt comes sizzling through the air towards you. I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw.
As a +2 to its dex, so I guess I'll do another one, d20. 20.
Nice. I think that beats it. Yep. So you're gonna take half of that damage that came through, which was 15 as the bolt explodes.
Oh, okay.
Where it hits.
It is bloodied.
Oh shit. I think that actually, yeah. Faust, you're gonna need to make that save, and Ezra and the robots over on this side, but the robots don't care because it's fire damage. There's a
Oh,
boom that washes it.
dexterity?
Yes, please.
Oh, I love those. Because I get advantage. Thank God for advantage.
If you got see a
That is-
16 from Faust, need it.
Okay, I will
So
take a
taking-
quarter of what I will take a quarter of whatever you give me.
The total is 15, so
Seven cuts
that-
in half. 3.
you
Happy
both
life.
succeeded as well.
Oh, I succeeded.
Yep. With the that's what you still took the 3, but it was just a fire from that
Oh,
direction
okay.
where the cricket is that you can see now probably too. You might not be able to because you're on top of the creature and slightly around the corner, but still in the blast radius of 20 feet. Some of the tables would probably be on fire too, and some of this other stuff. But
Oh, things are
then
burning.
I believe it is Franklin's turn inside the pocket rocket. With Ezra on deck.
Oh, Ezra's ready.
So, inside the pocket rocket, I had instructed he be tied up as a possible host. And I had verbally had Amos assemble the colonization horde that I had instructed them to make in the I think we had like a 20 minutes ago scene last game. And once they are all there, I will pull out Griselda's blood, apply it to a bunch of them, instruct them to hold, and once we teleport back, to bite all of the other swarms and the half of the swarm to exit into the greater cavern once the wall of fire is down, and the other half that is getting this necrotic bite to infest and crawl through the ship, through any nook and cranny they can, and attempt to bite any living thing. And I release
That's fun.
the entire swarm, except for, one generation of babies. Because I also need to equalize this living situation. I had this planned once upon a time for the for the Infinite Tower, but this will work just fine.
Does any living thing include party members?
No, not the party members. I also instruct them not to bite the party members unless you guys want to be undead. It's super cool.
Let's save
Not
that
that
for
I
another day.
sure.
Do they recognize party members in all forms?
I would think, because I would assume you still have your torque, and I've
Yes.
seen you, and I'm connected to them. So
Okay. Cool.
give Josh a second.
Yeah, you just dumped, I was trying to figure out math. It's so apparently female crickets can lay up to 3,000 eggs in their lifespan, and about 100 eggs per day.
Yeah. I mean, we have established that there were so many that the life support systems in this place were starting to fail. So
right.
I am relieving the tension and killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Or hoping to.
Yeah.
There are
you'd ask
300
about
of these guys.
time frame on the
What?
other campaign, but I feel like we didn't ask about time frame on this one since one day to the next, because it's generally very very hard to tell too. So
Yeah. I don't know how long you want this to have been. How fast did I go from level 1 to 18? That would be ridiculous.
You didn't get these guys on when you were level 1 quite either, although it was pretty
No,
early.
I got them very early because I got them when I got the Swarm Keeper ability.
Yep.
So it'd be
Level
like
was
Druid
that?
level 2 or 3.
and that was still in the last level of hell, which I believe was last year. So if we just kind of do some real layman's math and say like, there's like 25.
Does a metric fuck ton count?
Just
Is it
a
metric-
fuck ton. Just absolute shit tons. I took out the big red button, one of the big red buttons, and I pressed it. I turned to the skeleton. I still got you, my love.
Wait.
I
They can't
flip
have
it.
the brain. That's the Ezra calls divers on the big brain. Div.
Yeah, right now the brain is technically an ally. And Franklin gives huge finger quotes at the screen.
Ally.
Into our new spaceship. It is semantics.
Listen, don't trust the mind controlling giant brain. Right?
I would
Eat
never.
the brain.
I have a better plan that I will tell you all when we stop killing things.
But Ezra
Which-
still gets to eat it.
Yeah, I don't care about the thing. The brain is the only other consideration I had was like if we didn't kill the brain, it would be another option for Bob. And then Bob could be our engine for our spaceship
Hell yeah.
as another option, you know?
What did the Bob?
Who's Bob?
Oh,
Ash.
that's right. Bob has not spoken in front of these guys yet.
It's a thing.
Bob is another member of the party who is without a body. He is just he's a memory spirit.
We've been
He
hunting
was-
for one.
A player character?
Oh, jeez.
No, technically not a player character, but
So an NPC
Kinda like
that
a
is
Dune.
considered part of the party.
So I'll estimate and say you'd had before the Eurythmic or the sorry, not the Eurythmic, the turducken situation,
Mhm.
somewhere in the range of 1,500 or 1,500 adult crickets.
Okay.
So if you released like 1,000 of those, you'd be down to 500. I don't know how much you want to say that you released. You said thousands before, but I know that. Like,
Yeah, I was
we never
thinking a
did any math.
percentage because yeah.
Yeah.
For there, I probably would have done like. Oh, I probably would have done like 500 because I know that it takes at least 100 of each specimen for like a successful genetic like material,
Right.
so that there's no inbreeding, and then they would have split off in 5 different directions.
And to be
If
clear,
that's the
were
amount
any of
that
those?
I have.
Because I'd kind of forgotten about the undead ones. But were any of those ones the undead ones?
Not on the surface world.
Okay.
No, because I didn't think of it at that point.
No, I was just making
Next
a note.
time.
Yep. So
This world has
Okay.
gods. They can
You have-
deal with the undead a lot easier than hellfire crickets.
yeah. So you've got about 1,000 left. You're guessing?
Yeah, I'll leave 150 here for to restart the colony, and then the others will split in half. So be 1,000, so 850. So I'll send like 500 into the complex, and then the rest of them out backwards once the wall of fire is down. I do not tell them to go through the wall of fire. To populate and colonize this level of hell, with the instructions to hold the gate to the previous level of hell. Not let anything else in.
It kind of just stare at you for that last
Yeah.
instruction.
I don't know
Hey.
where it is, but try to find one. I put on
Okay,
a
boss,
black
so
robe. I say,
populate-
execute order 66.
I'm here playing Dungeons and Dragons, and Franklin over here playing Command and Conquer.
Yeah.
I'm a conquest paladin. Let's go.
Okay, boss. I guess. Well, you said fight anything that's living.
Anyone
It is
that's
not
not
your
an ally
companion.
of us, and I'll send them a whole list of mental images and include Kai-Shen. But if you see him, just like stay away from him on the other side of a wall, but don't let anything near him. But don't get close to him.
Okay, we'll do our best. And
I turn to the whole
Uh,
crowd as they are, I think, marched and lined up, and I say, "Today, you embark on a great mission. You, the descendants of those who came with me from the 3rd or 4th or 5th level of hell, I don't remember." I wave my hand. "And now, today, you'll leave this spaceship or pocket rocket, and you shall colonize this level of hell. You shall know no equal. It shall be yours. I give you this land. Now go forth and conquer."
Oh my level of cricket.
We've killed everyone. There's bodies everywhere. Now go. Take up your rightful place.
Single bear here.
seemed empowered, and then look at you like, okay, but do you have that many poop symbols?
No, everybody touch your touch your buddy. We've discovered a loophole where if you're touching someone, they'll get teleported with you. So we're gonna do a big conga line.
And you guys start congaing out of the pocket rocket, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I look up and say, "Hey, Craig, can I get like the Congo music?"
First conga.
Also, can we see where the pocket rocket is just like chilling on the ground while he's doing all this stuff inside the pocket rocket?
It's being held by another cricket.
I just got
Okay.
blown up. So
Yeah. He's
that's
still
what I was
alive,
just
though.
about to. Is he? That's right.
You did like 15 damage to him, and he was bloodied.
Okay.
Unless there was
So,
additional damage.
Nope. Still holding on. Just was expecting it to be more damage, I guess, than that too. Anyways, yeah. So you come out over her, then. Oops. That guy's not there. I'm on the wrong layer for a second. There we go. I got you now. Over her. Yeah.
Like, I don't know how big these guys are, but I also want I figured it'd be varied because I want them to go in through like the vents and the pipes and the all very swarm-like.
I'm just looking. I didn't want to generate 1,000 crickets because I've already done that with zombies, and Roll20 did not like that.
Yep,
No,
I
they do
totally
not.
get it.
Just generate like a select amount and then make it like teams of 10 or 20 represented by one icon.
I would have to just be even more spacious and say like 100 per cricket.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Because- And it would be like 10. Which is still, Roll20 doesn't like when I get so many going, but at least you get an idea now.
There's a lot.
As these things start marching.
The crickets go marching 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. Crickets go marching 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah.
So we just see crickets just pouring out of the pocket rocket,
Pretty much.
swarming over the walls and floor.
Dancing, no less.
They're doing it in style.
I am not convinced that Franklin isn't secretly a demon lord.
Hey,
A demon
shut
lord
up.
of crickets.
and don't look through my mask of true sight. Sir.
That only bring nightmares.
Okay, I think I have
Uh,
10 of them, which is each representing 100.
yeah. And then
They would definitely fill this quadrant of the hallway.
I don't see that map, but I release them forth
Oh,
to
yeah.
fuck shit up.
I do have to move you back over.
I encourage them to go through the walls, through like the cracks and the nooks and the pipes and the vents, and just spread and fast and bite.
Uh,
From my
They're-
allies.
yeah, their first instinct is to swarm some of the creatures that are attacking your allies here, but it doesn't seem to affect them, their bites anyways. Because they're
All right.
robots.
Yep.
But they're moving.
Yeah, they do piercing damage. But yeah.
Okay.
I assume that will be my turn, but you tell me. That was a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want to roll it once for all 1,000 of them to see what the total for their attacks, or do you want to roll 10 times?
Sure, I mean, that is totally up to you. How you want to roll this?
I'm giving you the option here because
I will. I guess I'll roll
I
10
understand.
times,
Okay.
just because.
We'll say half of them is for the one that is in front of and has a hold of Faust, and the other one is for the one that Ezra is standing on top of. The other 5, or I keep saying 5, but I mean, 500.
So they have a +4 to hit. So you've got a 11, a 7, a 9, a 18, and a 6. That sucks. Then a 17,
None of-
8,
No.
15. None of them? Oh my god.
16 is what it takes.
16?
Yeah.
So then
So they're just-
three
I
of them hit because they have a +4.
Oh, okay. I forgot about the +4. I was just reading the numbers for a second.
Yeah.
But 2 of them hit.
Okay. How do we do the damage? Because each one is like what, 100 crickets?
Each one is 100 crickets. So you're
Okay, so 300
multiply.
times this number.
Just multiply it by 300. Yeah.
3d10 plus 6 times 300. Sure. Oh, the 1 sucks. Plus 6, so 14 times 300. 14 times
You get a
300
times
is
the
a large
6 by
number.
300. And then add that. Did you hear me?
Oh, to each one?
Yeah, because they each get
That's right.
the
Jesus.
6.
8
So,
times
alone.
300. 2,400. Plus 6 times 300 is 1,800.
Yeah, so
Okay. They do
swarm over those-
4,200 points of damage.
They
As I
swarm
sit
over
there
the robots.
cackling wildly and madly.
They swarm over the robots, and it doesn't seem to do anything at first until you start seeing bits of the robots just flying out as they're ripping it into shreds under their barrage of tiny bites, and just throwing pieces to the side. They're piles of scrap as they move on.
Instruct them to spread out and just kill everyone except for my allies.
So
Do a little
I believe
dance to
it's
myself.
Ezra's turn, and you guys are
Yeah.
technically in combat, but nothing is apparently evident now that the pile of scrap is in front of you. There is some stuff on fire in the center room, but
Is there anything alive that is bad near Ezra
um,
or
this guy,
functioning? Which guy?
this guy. I
I
think
don't
it's
see
a
it
guy
being.
back here. Yeah, this guy right here, behind you, who was attacking
Oh.
Ash.
Oh, it touched Mama Ash. Oh.
Yeah.
Done.
I have been shot.
Mama Ash, this might hurt a little bit. So Ezra's gonna run towards that guy, but as he runs, he's gonna pull the string that is attached to Mama Ash to free her out, and then proceed to start smashing the living crap out of this dude.
Does it get pulled out of me, or do I get like pulled towards it?
You'd need a strength check on your part, Ezra.
Oh.
Oh, okay. 22.
And I think that leads to 9 points of slashing damage as it's ripped out of you, Ash.
Oh. Just a string of blood just follows it.
You know, touched Mama Ash. And now he is going to start the beating. Mm-hmm. 20.
It'll hit.
Uh, 13 acid and 7 slashing. Still up?
Oh, sorry. I was going back through. You said how much, sorry?
13 acid and 7 slashing.
Oh, 20.
Yep. $27 to hit the second time.
Oh, yeah.
And nine acid and 6 slashing for the second.
Okay.
And time for disadvantage time. All right, 18 and 27. 18.
Yep.
Plus 17 acid and 10 slashing.
17 and 10.
Yep.
Looking what be ripped apart under your barrage there.
Looking ripped apart.
Pretty ripped apart, but still standing.
And that is all Ezra right there.
Okay.
As everybody's hearing, no touching Mama Ash.
Then it would be your turn, Ash.
Sorry, and you said the one that Ezra was just attacking, still standing?
Yep.
Um,
I'm assuming he's moved. I'm trying to get your token under the other dead bodies. There you go. Over to here.
Lots of dead bodies.
is it the only construct that's still technically standing, or is there one that's kind of like just in front of me?
No, that one's also dead. I apologize.
Just making sure.
Yep, there we go. We got X's on X's, buddy. On this particular spot as well.
There's just so many corpses. Is it becoming difficult terrain yet?
Probably, actually, not gonna lie. There's like a
Ezra
mound
makes
of bodies there now.
Yeah,
I
like
hate
let me
those.
climb over your friend's body so I can kill you next. Come here.
Ezra stacking bodies.
Yikes.
What you doing, Ash?
I think I'm just gonna keep with the acid splash. And the same thing, I'm gonna take one step over to the standing creature that shot at me.
Mhm.
Summon up just a green glowing orb of acid in my hand and just press it into the creature. So that one looks better. 18 damage for that one. Has to be the dex of 8.
Oh, 22. Half of the damage then, which was 18, so 9.
9.
See you. It says a little way at it.
It's still standing. It's still there.
Nope.
Okay, as a bonus action, I am going to turn to Ezra and just be like, "You vicious murder machine, rip this fucking thing apart." And again, I'm going to take a step back to my original position away from the creature.
Oh, Ezra totally will. He'll hear that. He'll be happy, gleeful.
Was that a bardic inspiration?
Yeah, it was a bardic inspiration. Sorry. I don't know if I said that. So you get a 1d10.
Verifying.
You can add it to an ability check, attack roll, or saving.
Yay.
Okay. Then it would be Duckling's turn if it's all done with yours, Ash.
All right, so just in case I wasn't clear before, he's not hiding. He's trying to get through the wall to get into the other room.
I understand.
Okay, cool.
The
Around the other side of the fire.
So the confusing thing is like you get under there and then the piping seems to follow the wall, like instead of going like straight to the other side.
Yeah. Okay. Can he hear the commotion of other party members joining the group down in the intersection?
Definitely hear a louder kerfluffle going on, but you also probably what's drawing your attention is the smallest bit of sound seems to be traveling in the pipes now of what sounds like skittering and tapping of insectal feet.
And it's getting louder?
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's gonna quick turn around and get his butt out of this pipe. He is not like that.
Run.
So yeah, he's gonna dash back out. So 1, so 5, 10,
Hey.
15, and then can I fly with the second half of my dash?
Yes.
Okay, what does he see now in the hallway?
Probably would see Ezra attacking another robot. It looks like down at the intersection.
Right here?
Right here.
Okay. Alright, he's gonna start the dash and then comprehend that there's a battle going on there and kind of like slow down and land on one of these little pipes. And actually, no, he's gonna land on the ground and try to make a saving throw to turn back human. Right here. No luck. Okay, he's gonna jump back on.
Very close though.
Yeah. Jump back up on one of those pipes and just squawk angrily. Because yeah, I have no ranged attacks. You said I
Making
could try to
saves
shoot
to
my
like
bow?
break this.
What?
Yeah, you could try to shoot your bow.
Cool. Okay, how does that work?
Imagination, power of imagination. Probably with disadvantage since you don't have fingers.
Okay. Well, the thing is, I'm the size of a duckling, right? How do I draw this thing?
Put your feet on it
How,
and
how
bite
would
the
you, yeah,
string.
how would you try to draw it? I don't know. You tell me.
I would try to like hook the ends of it on a couple of pipes or something, and then grab the string with my beak. Maybe it's like on the ground, so well, no, because it would hit the bodies here. I don't know how I notch the arrow and hold the arrow in place with just. Okay, so
If
I'm gonna
I'm,
put the bow on its side.
go ahead.
Put the bow on
Go
its
ahead.
side. Notch an arrow so the arrow's on top of the bow. And
Okay.
then wedge the two ends of the bow on like bits of the is there just like a bumps or anything on the ground or on the horizontal surface that I have the bow that I could catch the two ends of it on something?
Oh yeah, you're on the pipe there, so you can imagine if you kind of like propped it up at like a 45-ish even degree
Yeah.
angle between the pipe and the wall, you could probably get it to stay.
Okay. And then if I were to back up, am I flying while I do it? Or am I like standing on something as I back up?
Oh, I see what you're asking.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull the string with my beak.
Yeah, you could be you probably wouldn't need to fully back off of the thing to pull it, but I could imagine you trying to fly it backwards, like with all your strength.
Okay. Are you going to let a small duckling with a strength of 8 draw this bow?
Probably for what's the full damage? A D8?
It depends on can I cast all of my stuff?
Oh yeah, but just the flat bow itself. What I'm
Let's see,
asking.
just a second. Actions. Yeah, it's a D8.
I'd probably be like a D4, like you'd probably only get it, not fully pulled back, I would guess. At the you don't even probably weigh the right amount of pounds that it would take force wise to pull the thing back, even with all your strength. So half seems fair going down to the D4.
Okay. So he's a little sick of being useless, so he's gonna cast Hunter's Mark on this thing. Let's see, cast.
You guys just hear the
Oh wait. I didn't mean to actually roll the damage. I have to cast it to like make it show up in my character sheet. But
Yep.
I don't know if
No,
I
you're
hit
good.
yet because I haven't rolled a hit. Okay. So
I was
Now
just
I'm
going
gonna-
to go and say what the sound was probably for
Oh,
your for the casting, which was probably the like Daffy Duck like because it's
Yeah.
you're angrily.
Just angry little duck quack.
Okay. Rolling to hit. And did that give my +2 to attack?
Yes, it's still
Because I have
with
archery as
disadvantage though. Is what I was saying. Because you're not
Okay.
using it the way and the best possible advantage to it.
Okay.
Um, nice. The disadvantage was 18, so that's gonna hit.
So for
I love
damage,
this so much.
let me get out my little dice here. Oh, I'm sorry. As a bonus action, could I have also done a thing before this?
What's the Hunter's Mark was the bonus action, wasn't it?
Oh, I guess so. Oh, actually, I don't know if it is. Is it a bonus action or an action? Let me look.
Hunter's Mark bonus action.
Okay. So this will be next turn then. Okay. Okay. So 4 damage. I did not roll my d4 yet. My little d4. 1. Plus the 4 from the hunter's mark. And that's force damage. And then I get an extra attack because I have that ability now.
Oh, nice.
Yep. So the extra attack, I'll roll to hit again. Whoop. Cast, please. And then for the disadvantage, does the
22
22 hit?
disadvantage. Nice. Oh yeah.
Okay. My damage again. So the first shot was what? 5 damage total.
I believe.
And this one is 2 plus Hunter's Mark, which is a d6. 8.
Oh, Max, nice.
So that was a total of, what was it? I'm already forgetting numbers. 8, 13 damage. Not
Very
bad for a
nice.
little duckling. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You hear just like a
Duck go.
chorus of like back. He's like cheering and shouting himself on, flapping in a little circle. Very satisfied.
And Ezra sees 2 new fletchings that are pierced into the robot's flank.
Some of the fletchings suspiciously replaced with light blue feathers, perhaps.
And blue duck feathers. I love it.
And that's all I
I
can do.
believe then it would be Faust's turn. Maybe Faust. Or did he step away? Oh, okay.
I keep turning on mute to talk to my wife and forgetting it's on.
I hear it.
I do not know which of these spellcasters cast polymorph, but I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on the duckling.
Oh.
You need line of sight. Do you have line of sight?
I mean, I can acquire line of sight. If needs must. Where is the duckling?
On the little pipe down the hallway. Was
Oh, so you are. Yeah, I can.
hopefully the spell was 3rd level or lower when it was cast.
Well, 4th level. Why would it have to be 3rd level or how lower?
Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends.
Uh,
But you're what level are you? Or what level are you using to cast it?
I'm using a 4th level spell.
We can delete a check. Okay, 10. Okay.
Which I'm beginning, now that I know that that's that. They finally put words on how Dispel Magic ended. All works. All right. It used to not have that, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to reread this. Choose one creature, object, or magic effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower
Hey,
on the target.
Hey, back up.
Polymorph was like a 5th level spell, so I probably fucked up.
Spell of 4th level or higher in the target. Make an ability check using the spellcasting ability. DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Let me go back and check that spell. I don't know if it's true.
Spells, yay.
Fuck that chicken duck thing.
I'm pretty sure that's called bestiality, but to each their own.
I mean, was it sapient? I mean,
Just a little duckling.
What do you call the relationship between cat and a sentient ship?
Love.
Uh,
You call it love.
Barkshiality?
Shipping.
Uh,
goddamn. Screw you, Rick.
I mean, it kind of works.
Hey, I mean, I
Right.
know of another character that is in love with a ship as well. So
Oh yeah, but yeah, fine. You leave Sebastian out of this.
I will leave Sebastian alone.
So, doing some backwards math here. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. The DC was 20 is what you've been trying to beat.
Yep.
So I've not
10
seen a
plus the
10th level
spell's level.
I've not seen a 10th level spell, but we could go ahead and say it was a 9th level spell.
Dude's out here casting wish on us. What the fuck?
Right. I thought maybe like true polymorph or something, but
Yeah, what's the polymorph?
True polymorph is like an 8th level spell, I think. Let me see here.
I should know. I was just reading this.
Maybe the
True
Chuck can have like a
polymorph.
bonus to the DC.
Is a 9th level spell.
Okay, so we're just gonna go with the 9th level spell.
So I'm rolling an intelligence check versus our spellcaster.
Nobody's
check.
You're not within 10 feet of me, right?
I have a
No,
+8,
he is
so I
not.
need to get an 11.
Wait, why?
Because I give
Why?
pluses.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
How is
That's
it?
like guidance, right? It just buffs you.
But
I
this is
I give everyone a +5 to their
I
saves
didn't
if they
roll.
stand next
I
to
have a
me.
+8 though, so
an aura.
roll a d20. Why is it not working?
So
So
that's
close.
17
the
on the die plus
17.
an 8, so 25.
Ooh. You feel the spell leaving you. None. Do you allow it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're back into your form. Original form.
A duck.
He
A
kind
duck,
of
yeah. No, just kidding.
he catches himself on the pipe as he gets bigger, and once full human, his hair's all in his face. He's a little disheveled. He puffs some air up in his face to kind of like blow his hair out of the way, and a little feather kind of floats off, and he immediately shivers and kind of like looks all over himself. And he's like, the mites will haunt me.
Faust will just give him like a look of like a mixture of concern and disapproval.
And then it kind of it
Take a
kind of
bath.
and it kind of dawns on him that he has use of his body again. He's like, I'm back. And he's like starting to stretch his limbs and look at himself. And kind of like he picks up one foot, shakes it, and he's kind of like as if he's putting clothes on, but his body getting used to it again. Can
I'm
he
guessing that it was
identify?
your.
Hmm?
Ed?
Can he identify who cast the spell on him?
Oh yeah, it was very evident. The orc, right, Faust?
Mhm.
Kind of shoots the orc a thankful nod. You know, the chin up nod. You know the one I mean.
That's the what's up nod. It's got to be the down nod. Just
Really?
yeah.
I
The
thought it
up
was like
nod.
a.
Up nod's what's up. Like hey.
Oh, I thought the down nod was like formal.
I'm just full of shit.
Apparently.
He's giving the bro nod. Got it.
Yeah.
You got the your action, your movement, any
Yeah, oh
bonus
yeah.
actions?
I
Faust?
have no reactions or anything like that, so or bonus actions, so I'm done.
Alrighty. I think
That does
we're
for a charge though. Running out of spell slots. That was my last high level spell slot. Just for the record, I am running out of spell.
and then
I
oh
also
shoot.
have to
Have you
head off
cast
to bed very soon.
Fist?
I will cast fist on your ass if you do not shut up.
Hmm.
But IRL, I do have to head off to real bed.
Oh,
Yep.
it is IRL getting late, yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I was gonna try and get through this creature's turn and Franklin's turn and call it here because I think
Ah.
that would put us where we need to be.
Yeah.
So the one
Has
that
all
you're
the life
attacking,
killed.
Ezra, seems to see that its end's nigh and it pulls. You see it. Its explosive bolt and fires at you.
No.
With some fire damage. That is radiating 10 feet out from it as well. Or wait, 20 feet out from it? Yeah, 20 feet. So I'm going to need dexterity saving throws from yourself, Faust.
Can I squeeze it to basically put it on the ground and squeeze it so I take the shock of it?
No. No.
No.
It would have to. Because then it would amplify, right? Just like reason why explosives suck the way they are. So, if you want to do that, you would be taking more damage than what is just dealt. Is what I'll say, and you will automatically fail the dexterity saving throw.
Okay. It's fire damage.
Okay.
He's not worried.
So you curl in on it as the shot's fired on you to try and keep the blast centered on yourself. And blasts are 3-dimensionally exponential, so it's like times 4, right?
Mm, uh,
I am not feeling well, so I want to go get ready for bed. I will.
Night, buddy.
Bye.
Night.
Let's
Good
see.
night.
Good night.
Night concussion. Oh, yeah, I would say at least that.
I'm trying to get it to roll, but it's not wanting to. Gotta get some of this stuff out of my way, probably. There we go. 1, 2, 3. So, total those all up. 11, 26. Yep. You got something there?
I forgot some of my damage when I was shooting.
Oh.
This creature was injured before I was attacking it, correct?
Yes.
So I can't find this anywhere on my character sheet, but I know from playing Ranger that at 3rd level, I get to choose a feat. And I chose Colossus Slayer.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
It
and
is.
so that
What size does that trigger it by? Because these are only medium creatures.
it just says when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, the creature takes an extra 1d8 of damage if it's below its hit point maximum.
Oh,
Not the size. It's just your single target focus.
Yeah.
and how much was it again? Sorry.
1d8, but I hit it twice.
So it'd be
So
2d8s.
yeah.
It'll still be alive, but
13 plus 14 for my total damage, so 27 damage for a little duck.
damn.
What's up?
What?
Go ducky. Go ducky.
How does that 2d8? I'm confused.
Because it was two arrows that I hit it with.
Okay.
Oh no, I think it's once per turn. Let me Google more. Sorry, I this is just from my memory from playing Ranger. Do
It's an extra 1d8 per attack, so it'd be 2d8s.
really? It's not.
Yeah, so no, it'd be per attack. So
Oh, I thought it was only once per turn. So I keep the 2 8s.
yeah, so you would have a total of 14 out of the 16 possible.
Yeah, but the 13 was the original damage I thought I did. The 14 is
Yeah.
just from a Colossus Slayer. So
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I see what you're saying. You're adding up. I got what you're saying. So
Yeah.
you rolled 2d8s and got 14. That's where we're at
Yes.
now. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So the duck in one turn did 27 damage for everything
Nice.
combined.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's nice.
I got math. Let's go, Josh. I got math.
61 points of
Si-
fire damage.
Okay, 61. 61 cut in half is 30. 30, cut that in half again is 15.
Yep.
I'm at 99. Is there such a good boy? And when he's done, he's gonna get up from it and then go curl up by Ash's feet as he reverts from werewolf mode down to wolf mode. He's tired. He's tired, doggy.
I'm just gonna reach down and like scratch the back of his head.
And the two others that were chasing your previous bug that they smashed behind you, Franklin, as you're running away from them, are going to. Oh shoot! They're just gonna start firing into the masses there. This actually looks like it does somehow. No, that's 5d6, and this is 2d10, so it could do 20, do 30. Okay, they're just gonna. Yep, you see them load their. Actually, this one needs to recharge. I think. Yep, it recharged. Oh, nice.
Fun.
Dexterity saving throws
Come on.
from gets. You can roll once if you'd like, or
For how many of these things?
yeah, I was just looking at that. They're going to be aiming center mass, which you're basically at center mass still, I would say, as they were filing out from the diagram that's going on there.
Right.
And these are 20-foot range, so yeah, all of them.
Ooh, all 1,000. Okay.
So however you want to roll,
Deck save,
for all 1,000.
you said?
Bet it all on
Okay.
one, or you could do it 10 times.
I'm
For the
gonna do it
regiments.
10 times. I'm not gonna bet on one. I'm gonna lose on my guys. Oh, I suck at this. Dex +2. So looks like only like 2 of them would have succeeded.
Out of 15 is the success for this. Okay, so
Yeah, only 2
2 of them,
succeed. That sucks.
and only 2, and that would just mean the half damage, which I think I'd lastly rolled for those two. Yeah, 13 and a 15 total. So 28 or 14 for those ones.
Okay.
I don't know how you've been keeping track of those.
None of them are dead yet. I mean, we're
I didn't
talking
think any
about
of them would have taken
large
damage.
numbers currently.
Yeah, I agree.
Uh,
I'm just
So I don't know how we want to roll that, but I mean, at this point, let's see. If it's 18 for each, like, are we talking
It's-
like all 1,000 of them are within this 20 feet? Right?
yes. Yep.
Okay.
And the
So-
28 was the total. And 14 was the half damage for the 2 regiments that did succeed.
Okay. I mean, none of them will die. A bunch of them are bloodied.
They're just carpet bombing currently. They just see bugs and
Right. Yeah. Okay. I will note that.
Okay. Then it would be your turn, I believe.
I mean, I'm basically gonna tell these guys to spread out. And
Okay.
not be all up on me. Oh wait, they get a +5 to their saving throws because they're within 10 feet of me.
Oh yeah.
So
they
a
all
lot of
probably
them,
succeeded.
a lot
Except
of
for,
them would
like-
have saved, except for 4 of them, 5 of them, half would have saved.
Yeah.
Because it's +2, 10, 15. Yeah. Okay, so it's not as bad as it was. I basically yell, scatter! Oh god, I somehow moved.
Yeah, I put him in the
and
void.
then got it. And I will guesstimate, and I'm gonna fire some. Let's see. Do I have any sort of fire? If I shoot that thing with an eldritch blast, will it explode?
Wait a minute.
Well, I've got this thing here. So
Oh,
I guess what I'll do is I'll run up, I'll grab this torch,
Okay.
run back, and then throw it at this TNT here to try to get it to explode and get these guys.
I don't want to do that math right now.
That's fine. We can pick it up next time.
Okay. We'll start with an explosion. Sounds like a good
Yeah.
plan to me. Because I see a stick of dynamite, and that's where we've gotten to this topic before. It's like where like so many sticks of dynamite equate to
Yeah, we've
different
blown up a lot of stuff
range.
before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
so
I think
we'll figure it out.
I think it makes it to like a 20-foot range, and I think it's like 10d6.
Great.
Is what I'm
10,
finding when I look up the
20.
dynamites. But that's just one.
That's
no, this is
perfect.
the whole
That hits
stick.
both of them.
Yep. I believe
Right.
it does.
All right. I am going to go because Ivy is sitting there waiting to serve me dinner. So I will catch
Oh,
you
man,
guys later.
Later, guys.
Good night. Good sesh.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yay.
Josh, you still there?
A grand and wonderful thank you for those who took the time and made it here, to the end of the episode, where I know sometimes we are long-winded and others we are just dead silent. I don't know what to tell you. This is raw here, folks. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can help support us just by listening. But you can also provide even more support, if you like, by going to Anchor FM page and following the support link there. If you do so, I will personally work in an NPC or an idea, whatever you'd like to hear played out. If you want, you can get a hold of us through one of our many options, including voice messages on Anchor FM, or DM to our Twitter, or any other social media that you can find us, YouTube, etc. You can share your ideas, otherwise listen for the shout out and thank you for making it through.